Hi, I'm CJ Furano, and for this final assignment, I'm going to be talking about a project I worked on over the summer. Over the summer, I was the office manager for a summer camp under the Boy Scouts of America. Being the office manager came with many tasks such as creating groups every week, contacting parents, creating schedules, and making sure the camp had everything it needed to operate. The biggest task was to create a 600-plus page binder containing the regulations to operate a camp under the BSA. This is called the National Camp Accreditation Program, or the NCAP. Creating this binder meant reading through all the standards and seeing what applied to us and what didn't. The biggest issue with this project is how time-consuming it was and how important it was. I started working a month and a half before camp started to prepare everything. Although NCAP was a big priority, my boss also had a long list of other tasks that needed to be done before camp as well. It was difficult to balance all these tasks and do NCAP at the same time. Once I got close to completing my list of tasks, my boss remembered there was more that needed to be done. Fortunately for me, NCAP did not need to be fully completed before camp started, which allowed me to work on it during camp hours before the inspector came. I was able to finish the entire thing about 3 weeks into the summer session. The binder met all the requirements it needed, and the things that didn't apply to our camp were left as NA. Although it was tedious and stressful, it was a positive experience for me, and from what I was told by my boss and the inspector, they did a great job of organizing everything. For me, if I had to do this project again, I think it would be beneficial for me to use the Kanban method for my tasks. This would have allowed me to better visualize everything that needed to be done and how long it would take to complete my task, as it will allow me to better utilize my time and set more time aside to tackle NCAP. This process would have greatly improved my experience. Rather than just tackling random tasks, I would be able to isolate specific tasks that connected and would have saved me a lot of time. Doing this would take a lot of stress off my shoulders of finding time to complete the NCAP binder. In the beginning, when I received my initial task, I would have set time aside to create a Kanban board. I would need to know how long each task would take as well as when they needed to be completed. A physical board will allow me to better visualize all the tasks at hand. Each day I would assign myself a few tasks, and whatever time I had left over would be strictly dedicated for the NCAP binder. This course has taught me about many different processes that will benefit me in the future. The most impactful for me personally is the Kanban method. From experience, a lot of my projects are solo and require work without a team. This has been very stressful in the past, but now I understand the Kanban methods and how I can use them to my benefit. Once I receive my task, I will create a physical board with everything laid out. This will allow me to see it every day and know exactly what to come next rather than trying to remember what I completed the day before.